First at 5, we do start with breaking news. After months of controversy, we now have an answer in the Fulton DA Fani Willis disqualification controversy. This is a story that has consumed her office's election interference case against former President Donald Trump and others. We want to thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Joe Ripley in for Faith Jesse.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Today, a judge ruled that Willis can remain on the case, but only if Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade steps aside. And in just the last 90 minutes, we have learned that the prosecutors have made a decision. Investigative reporter Zach Merchant has been tracking the case from the very start for us. You're joining us now with the latest here, Zach.
We are. It is now official. Nathan Wade has stepped down from the case. In his resignation letter we obtained late this afternoon, he wrote that he is offering his resignation in the interest of democracy, in dedication to the American public, and to move this case forward as quickly as possible. Those are his words in his resignation letter, and we can now confirm DA Fani Willis has accepted that resignation.
It is the latest twist in a history-making case that spent the last 2 months focused on a controversy that put the conduct of prosecutors in the spotlight and on the witness stand.
I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
A team of defense lawyers argued Fulton County DA Fani Willis improperly financially benefited from a romantic relationship she shared with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, who was appointed to lead the 2020 election interference case. That relationship, defense attorneys claimed, destroyed their ability to impartially pursue the case. The pair eventually admitted they shared, for a time, a romantic relationship, but they denied any wrongdoing.
There's nothing secret or salacious about having a private life.
In a ruling this morning, Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee gave little credence to the idea that an actual conflict of interest occurred. But he said the evidence established that the district attorney's prosecution is encumbered by an appearance of impropriety.
The judge saying, look, I don't think that there's any evidence that anything really bad went on here, inappropriate maybe, but not bad in the legal sense. But it doesn't look right, and you can cure it by getting him off the case and move forward.
That's Robert James, a former DeKalb County district attorney. Bob Rubin, a defense attorney, agreed, saying the stakes are even higher when a case involves major political issues.
People have to have confidence that the justice system, if it's going to poke its head into the election process, does so fairly and equitably to all parties.
All right, so Zach, a question many people had even before this controversy that remains now is whether or not this case will get off before the presidential election in November. What are we thinking here?
You're right, and we've gotten that question a lot, and even more so today. And it's not just the ruling we have to remember, it's also the more than 2 months of arguments and hearings that were spent getting to this point. Most legal experts we've talked to say there is still a path to having a trial before the election, but they generally agree it will be a tall order to make that happen. But as with so much of this case, things can change rapidly. We've certainly seen that. So we're going to have to watch closely over the next few weeks to see how it all shakes out.
Zach, thank you for staying on top of those details for us. Right now, we are hearing from former President Donald Trump's attorney on this decision. Steve Sadal issued a statement saying, quote, while respecting the court's decision, we believe that the court did not afford appropriate significance to the prosecutorial misconduct of Willis and Wade. We will use all legal options available as we continue to fight to end this case, which should never have been brought in the first place, end quote. Defense attorney Ashley Merchant, who led the efforts to get the DA disqualified, tells 11 Alive, quote, the ruling is a vindication that everything put forth by the defense was true, accurate, and relevant to the issues surrounding our client's right to trial.